Hey guys, so now it has been 3 months in Sweden, which is crazy. I think the months just keep going faster and faster. This is a little late because I have been so busy, but yeah, I've been doing lots of cool stuff. So this month started off with a trip to Linköping to visit my host sister for her birthday. So that was a really nice day, you know. We mainly just hung out and ate a bit and then did a bit of shopping, that sort of thing. So that was really nice. And then one of the biggest things of this month was my Rotary speech. So it ended up being, I think, about 20 minutes, and I was like rushing to get it finished. But after I finished it, it was so good, like such a good feeling. So I did about 4 or 5 minutes of those 20 minutes in Swedish, which was a bit daunting, but I ended up making a joke and people laughed and that sort of thing. So that was really fun. Also, I recorded it, so it's on this channel if you want to see. I'll probably like link it below or something like that, so that you can, so that you can see. And yeah, that's cool. Now another thing that happened this month was the Rotary trip to Kiruna, which is like the most northern town of Sweden, and that was just incredible. That's something you imagine Sweden to be like the fantasy kind of version of Sweden, I guess. So what we did there was we visited the Ice Hotel, which was incredible. It was a little bit smaller than I thought it would be, but one of the girls had said that before, so like we didn't have like a hopes up or anything, but it was incredible. The sculptures and that sort of thing was just amazing. They had like a church as well, and apparently like people get married there, so someone had just got married there and they had flowers and that sort of thing. And then they had like the separate rooms, and I have a lot of pictures from that, and I still want to do a picture blog, but I need to find time and sort it out, because yeah, I think that would be something that would be really good. Also that was our first day at the Ice Hotel, and we also got to see reindeers and like kind of pet them and things, and that was really cool. But then afterwards we ate reindeers, so I don't know how I feel about that one, but I mean, it was quite tasty, quite unusual. People describe it as like a very meaty flavour. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean, but it's supposed to be really good for you, so that's something. And then after that, the next day we visited like the mine in Kiruna, which is like an iron ore mine, and it's supposed to be like the biggest iron ore mine in the world, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. But it's quite fascinating because they actually now, because of the mine, they're having to relocate the whole city. So yeah, like the mine company has to pay, and they're kind of just like, say if this was where the city started and this is where it ends, then they're like moving it so that this will be the start and yeah, that'll be the end kind of thing. Which it's quite interesting to see how they're doing that and how much it's going to cost and that sort of thing. But yeah, that was really interesting to see, like have a tour around the mine. Like we went on a bus and we just kept going further down and further down and further down, and it was crazy. Then after that we did outdoor activities, I guess. We got to ride a snowmobile, which was really cool. Hadn't done that before. I would compare it to like sort of like riding a quad bike, I guess. But we kind of did a little course that the people had set out for us and that sort of thing, and that was good. And then we did ice fishing. So I'd already done this on my language camp, but yeah, we did it again. None of us caught anything, but we had to put like a live maggot. So I watched back my videos and I realised my camera turned off halfway through. So yeah, I'm going to pick up back from where I left off, but obviously it's nighttime now, so there's different lighting and everything. But yeah, so ice fishing was one of the activities we did. Yeah, and we had to put like maggots on the fishing rods, and it was kind of gross, but I guess a good experience. We also played outdoor games. So there were these two skis, these two wooden skis, and they had 5 places to put feet. So like we had to stand together and we had to kind of like move together. We had to go like this foot forward, like as a team. And we fell over a lot, but yeah, it was a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. We also played this thing that was like with goggles, like drunk goggles, I guess, and like they turned your vision all like crazy, and we had to like try and play soccer, but we were falling over, and you like would try and kick the ball and kick the air, and it was just like, oh, good fun. Then after that we did a pizza night, which the girls from the school had organised. This whole trip was planned by girls from the tourism program, and yeah, so they organised this night for us, and we had like reindeer pizza and all different type of pizzas, I guess. And then afterwards we broke up into teams and played all different games. Like there's this one where you have to like reach out your hand and grab someone else's, and there were about, I don't know, 12 people in each group, and then like all grab a different hand and then like have to try and untie yourselves, yeah. And whoever could do it like the fastest, like they won good time, and then add up the times. But yeah, anyway, that was lots of fun as well. I mean, whenever you're around exchange students, it's a bunch of fun because you've got so many different personalities and people from so many different backgrounds. Yeah, you always just end up laughing and yeah, having a good time. Then the next day was probably my favourite day of the whole trip. Very like magical, I would say. We drove about an hour and a half to this ski resort, I guess, sort of thing. I'm not really sure what it was, but then what we did, we broke up into like two groups, and so the first group did a ski hike. We had these plastic ski things. They weren't skis, but they were like mini skis, and you clipped into your shoes so like you could walk through the snow easier. But that didn't help me and these two other, and Bronte from New Zealand and Bridget from the USA. We were just falling over, and it was just ridiculous. And this horse, there was this 16-year-old boy, Swedish boy, and he could speak some English, but he'd never really spoken it to people before, and he had to like keep picking us up, and he was just laughing at us, like we just looked like complete idiots. There was this one point we were all taking a photo, and he was taking it, and like I fell back, but he just kept taking the pictures, laughing his head off, and it was embarrassing, but I mean, they make for good pictures. So then after that we kind of had lunch and whatever, and then we played rugby, but this was kind of amazing. Like you had this big snowy mountain in the back, and then it was snowing, and then like knee-high snow on the ground, and we were like just playing rugby and playing it so hard and tackling each other to the ground kind of thing, and we're in these snow suits, and it was just like such an incredible experience to just be there, and like we're just playing rugby but in one of the most amazing places I've ever seen. So that was just really cool. Then that night, which was the last night, we did like it was like a fancy dinner thing, and the students from the school, so the hospitality students, had set out like this fancy dinner, and then we had some music students play songs for us while we were eating, and then we all of us broke up into our separate countries and sung the national anthem. So that was something really special, and really cool to see all different national anthems. Like the Korean girls sung together, and it was just two of them, and it was just so cute, like them just singing their anthem, which is really quiet and sweet. So yeah, that again was one of my favourite moments from that. And then just before Easter, me and the American boy in my town, Shane, and we went to a girl who lives in Gothenburg, well just outside of Gothenburg, at a place called Kungsbacka. We went to her house because her host parents were away in New York, and she kind of had like no one, so we went to her place, and it was by the beach, and you know, we just hung out and watched movies. We dyed my hair, and we put chalk on her hair, and we kind of just cooked hamburgers and like made popcorn and just had a really good time. And we saw the city and did some shopping, and yeah, it was just a really lovely 3 days. And then after that it was Easter. So on Friday I went with my host parents to Gothenburg, but then we caught a ferry to an island in Gothenburg where we went to another family's for a kind of lunch, and we played Easter games, like finding the Easter egg, and some other weird games like throwing a potato into a bucket, and this one where you had to tie the string around your waist and the string came down and had a pen on it, and like you had to try and like squat to get the pen in like a Coke bottle, and that was really hard but again, hilarious. And then on the Saturday, me and my host mum had a bicycle ride to a place I think called Almanas or something. It was like a lake, and it was so pretty, and the sun was shining because spring has come. And like in Australia, losing my words. In Australia, it's kind of just like summer for 9 months and winter for 3 months. But here, like, you really get to see the seasons, and it's like you actually see the flowers growing up from the ground and coming off the like trees and that sort of thing. It's just like all before your eyes. So that's really nice to see, and just like appreciate like a 20-degree day kind of thing. So yeah, we cycled there, and I hadn't really bike rode. I'm losing my English, but yeah, I hadn't done that in a few years, so that was like something really cool to do, and I had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, it's just a really great day. Then Sunday was Easter, and that was so cool. My host sister came down for the weekend from Linköping, and we just had such a great time together. Having her there for the weekend has just been amazing, and it really feels like she's my sister, which is really cool. So yeah, we spent a lot of time together. But one thing we did is like for Easter they have like candy eggs. In Australia we do like just chocolate, but what you do, you get these eggs, and there's like 2 halves, and you fill them up with candy and kind of like give them to people, and that's kind of what the Easter bunny brings, I suppose. And so that's really good, and because I love all the candy here, that was really cool. And then we had a Easter lunch and that sort of thing. They have like a special drink. It's kind of like Coke, but not. But they only have it for Christmas and Easter. So like you have that, and you have like eggs, and you're supposed to have like fish, but I'm not big on fish. But yeah, you have all that sort of different things. So it was nice to experience different traditions. And finally, this happened on Tuesday, was a music performance with my music class. We'd been working on this since I came, so almost 3 months, and it was a mashup of Pink's Fucking Perfect and Brave, who I forget who's by, maybe Natalie something, I don't know. But yeah, so we did a mashup because the aim was to kind of communicate a message through our music, and we were working on like body image and that sort of thing. So we all took pictures of just our backs and like put our favorite or most meaningful quote or something that like really inspired us beside it, and that was playing in the background while we were singing this. And really like that performance. It wasn't perfect, and